So you want to know how to stop giving a fuck? Good. You're in the right place. Because most people spend their entire fucking lives imprisoned by the opinions of people who don't matter. And you know what's the craziest part? They do not even realize it. Think about that for a second, bro. You are living your one life based on what other people might think of you. People who are just as confused as you are. People who are just as insecure as you are. And you're letting them run your decisions, bruv. And that's fucking insane. Now, I want you to close your eyes for a second and imagine this. You're standing on a stage. 10,000 people are staring at you. You want to start your business. You want to start going to the gym. You want to approach that girl. You want to start that YouTube channel. You want to quit the job you hate. And overall, you want to become something greater than you are right now. But every time you take a step forward, you hear the voices inside your head. What if I fail? What will other people think? What if they laugh at me? What if I embarrass myself? And because of those voices, you do absolutely fucking nothing. Years pass and the dream dies. So what happened after those years to the opinions of the people you were so afraid of? Nothing, basically. They moved on with their lives and they forgot about you. And that is the first lesson. People are not thinking about you nearly as much as you think they are. Let me say that again to make it sink. People are not thinking about you nearly as much as you think they are. They are thinking about themselves, brother. Their problems, their insecurities, their bills, their relationships, and their future. Everybody is the main character in their own movie. You are an extra in most people's stories. And you know what? That realization should free you. Now let me tell you a story, brother. Couple months back, I was in a very dark place. I was depressed. I was eating junk food. I was driving every 3 days to the convenience store to buy cigarettes. I was watching my body get heavier, my confidence disappear, watching myself become someone I didn't recognize. And while I was doing that every day, in the meantime, I knew exactly what I should do to get out of that rut. Go to the gym, eat better, get my life together. But I kept delaying it. And I kept waiting for motivation. I kept waiting to feel ready. And one day, I realized something. No one, and I mean no one, was coming to save me. Nobody, almost nobody, was going to believe in me. Nobody was coming to magically fix my life. And that's when everything changed. Because one of the hardest truths in life is this. Most people will not believe in you. Not at first, at least. Not when you're broke. Not when you're struggling, not when you're unknown, not when you're failing. They will believe in you though after you've proven yourself. And that, my friend, is how the game works. And if you're waiting for validation before you start, you're fucked. Let me tell you that much. You have to believe in yourself before anyone else does. You have to move before the applause. You have to act before the recognition. You have to work before the reward comes. And yes, some people around you will probably dislike your growth. Not because they hate you, but because your progress reminds them of their lack of progress, my friend. It's the crab bucket mentality. Picture a bucket full of crabs. When one tries to climb out of the bucket, the others pull it back down. And that is exactly how people behave. You start leveling up, you start improving, you start changing, and suddenly people get fucking uncomfortable, bro. Let me tell you that much. You start dieting, and people suddenly start saying, come on, bro. 1 meal won't hurt. You start a business and they suddenly start saying, go get a job, bro. Or that's risky, bro. You start posting content, bro, no one's gonna watch you. You start leveling up your mindset, you've changed. But what you have to understand is that you didn't fucking change. You simply started to grow. You are growing, my friend. And that growth makes comfortable people uncomfortable. Now here's something most people don't want to hear. Some of your friends, let me tell you, brother, they don't want you to fail necessarily, but they also don't want you to win more than them. Now let that sink in for a second. They like you safe. They like you familiar. They like the version of you that does not threaten their self-image. And that is why when you grow, the energy shifts. Not always openly, sometimes quietly. Less support, less interest, more jokes, more subtle negativity, and if you're not aware of it, you will shrink yourself just to be accepted. But listen carefully, my friend. You were not born to stay in a bucket full of crabs just because the other crabs are comfortable being there. Now, before someone asks, should I trust no one then? No, bro, that's not the point. You should care about opinions that come from value, mentors, people ahead of you. People who have actually done what you want to do. People who want you to grow, not stay the same. But random opinions, internet noises, people who have done nothing with their lives but still have massive fucking opinions? Now why the fuck would you let them shape your reality? A lion doesn't lose sleep over fucking sheep, brother. Now here's where most people get stuck. They agree with everything. They nod their heads. They feel it. They feel my message, what I'm trying to communicate. And then they go right back to caring about what other people say. Because the real addiction isn't approval. It's emotional dependency on approval. Let me ask you something, bro. What was the last time you didn't do something because you were afraid of looking stupid? That hesitation right there, that is the cage. And the only way out is exposure. Do the thing anyway. Let it be awkward. Let it be uncomfortable. Let it be cringe. And realize that you didn't die, bro. Now, I want you to picture another version of yourself. A version of yourself that does not look at likes. A version that doesn't overthink messages. A version that doesn't replay conversations. That, my friend, that version, it exists. In a parallel universe, you are that version. So what's stopping you from becoming that version in this reality too? But that version of yours shows up only after repetition, after discomfort, after embarrassment, and after action. So here's what you do in practical terms. Step 1. Do embarrassing things on purpose. Wear something slightly bold. Speak up. Post the video even if it's not perfect. Approach even if you might get rejected. Step 2. Keep promises to yourself. Confidence isn't a feeling, it's evidence. Every promise you keep builds trust in yourself. Step 3. Focus on your mission. When your life has direction, opinions lose power. When you're building something real, noise becomes irrelevant. So focus on your mission. God has given you the vision, not them. Okay? God has given the vision to you. Okay, brother? Listen to me, this is important. That vision you have in your mind, where your future looks different, God didn't give it to your enemies. It gave it to you, my friend. You need to take relentless action and pursue that dream of yours. Step 4. Accept criticism as a cost of visibility. If no one criticizes you, you're not visible enough. Let me say that again one more time. If no one criticizes you, you're probably not doing anything worth noting. Now I know what some of you are thinking. What if I lose people? And I say to that, good, bro. Because here's the truth no one tells you. Some people will only love you when you stay the same, and when you change, you find out who they really were. Some will support you at the start, but pull away when they see you're winning, because your growth makes them look at their stagnation. And that, my friend, is uncomfortable. And that is why crabs pull each other down. Not out of pure evil, but out of instinct. So you have to be aware of it. Not angry, just aware, because awareness keeps you moving. And we were talking about this with a friend of mine, and I told him exactly that, to be aware of the snakes in the grass, because they're lurking, they are there. You are just too blind to see them. The snakes are there, bro. Be careful, be aware. Now, I want you to close your eyes, and let's zoom out for a second. You are going to die one day. Everything you're stressed about right now, the awkward moment, the rejection, the embarrassment, the judgment, gone. None of it follows you. So why are you living like it defines you? Why are you building your life around temporary opinions, bro? Why are you waiting for permission from people that are just as lost as you are? You don't need permission. You need to act despite of fear. That's courage, bro. And you need courage. the courage to fail, the courage to look stupid, the courage to be misunderstood, and the courage to keep going when nobody claps at you. Because if you keep going long enough, something changes. You get out of the valley of disappointment, and the same people who doubted you start asking how you did it. The same people who ignored you start watching. And the same people who laughed start saying they always believed in you, bro. But by then, you won't care. Because your identity is no longer tied to their approval, my friend. And that's real freedom. That's Gear 5 Luffy freedom right there. So let me close the video with this. People will doubt you, okay? People will judge you. Some will try to pull you back into the bucket. So just keep moving. Keep building. Keep improving. Because your future is not decided by the crowd. It's decided by the version of you who refuses to stop. So go do the thing you've been avoiding, bro. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, now. Because that is how you stop giving a fuck. Thank you for watching to the end of the video, bro. I fucking love you. Now, if you want to change your life, if you want to get more comfortable with women and with yourself more importantly, if you want to become the man you know you should be, check the first link in the description, my friend. And one last thing, remember, don't waste time, because time is fucking money. Let's go, G.